Hello students, today we are going to start our lecture number 3rd of module 2nd of subject nuclear physics. In yesterday's lecture we saw that semiconductor detector, in that we studied silicon diptide detector and germanium diptide detector. Now in today's lecture we are also going to study the first topic is high purity germanium detector, and after that we are going to study the chamber, cloud chamber and bubble chamber. Now first one is high purity germanium detector. As similarly the semiconductor detector, high purity germanium detector is also an semiconductor detector. But see here, in the recent years, high purity germanium crystals have been developed. These detectors do not require lithium compensation. These detectors are also known as intrinsic detectors, which are operated at liquid nitrogen temperature. Means what? Up to the silicon diptide detector and germanium diptide detector, high purity germanium detector is not available. But in the recent years, high purity germanium crystals have been developed. Means what? High purity means there is a impurity is nearly equal to 0. That's why that high purity germanium detector is also known as intrinsic detector, because as intrinsic means there is a no doping. Okay, and that detector is operated at liquid nitrogen temperature. What is liquid nitrogen temperature? The liquid nitrogen temperature is minus 196 degrees Celsius. As similarly, the germanium diptide detector, we saw that the germanium have planar and coaxial geometry. Similarly, here also the high purity germanium detector have planar and coaxial geometry. High purity germanium detector are normally used in totally depleted condition. High voltage is applied to achieve a high electric field in detector. Means what? The high purity germanium detector is normally used in total depleted condition. Total depleted condition means in the total germanium sample, the complete electron and hole pairs are created. Means there is a total depletion. Okay, not single volume of that germanium is left to deplete. Okay, and for that deflection high voltage is applied, and due to of that high electric field is observed in the detector. Now for getting 1.9 depletion layer is produced by application of 1000 volt to diode made from that germanium having concentration of 5 into 10 to the power 9 acceptors. Means for producing the depletion layer which is 1.9 by application of 1000 volt to diode which is made from the germanium. Means to getting high depletion layer we should have to applied voltage nearly equal to 1000 volt to the diode which are made from the germanium and with the concentration 5 into 10 to the power 9 acceptors. Now the next point is cloud chamber. In 1911, Wilson in the England was the first to develop a method for the visualization of the tracks of ionizing particle. The instrument he constructed, initially called the expansion chamber, is now commonly known as Wilson cloud chamber or simply cloud chamber. Means the Wilson is the first which are developed these techniques. The construction: A is an airtight closed chamber containing air or some other gas mixed with the vapor of some volatile liquid. Now what is volatile liquid? The volatile liquid is the liquid which can easily evaporate at the normal temperature also. Means in that air, in that A, in that A, gas plus air and some vapor of volatile liquid are placed. Now the right and left side of this chamber, means this side, means this and these sides of the chamber are made of glass. The glass inside the chamber can be compressed or expanded with the help of the piston P. The gas in this chamber, okay, the gas in this chamber can be compressed or expanded with the help of piston P. Here is our piston. This is our piston. Means this gas, first one is that it completely closed with the glass to the both side and and we can expand this gas in this A by piston P. Now the surface of the piston is covered with the black belt. The surface of this piston is covered with the black belt so that no light is reflected from it enter into the camera facing the front side of the chamber as shown in figure. See here is the camera, means this side is towards the camera. Now the piston side is covered with the black belt because here is a glass also, as the light is entering from this side. If this is not here the black belt, then maybe the possibility of light is reflected from this side also. To overcome this probability of reflection of the light, we placed here the piston of having black belt. Okay. Now see the working of this. If the piston is suddenly withdrawn, the gas within the chamber undergoes an adiabatic expansion, and due to which its temperature is falls down. Now, what is an adiabatic expansion? As in the adiabatic expansion, first is heat is not transfer, but work done is happen when the system changes its volume from V to dV. Means what? As the piston is suddenly withdrawn, the gas within the chamber is changes its volume from certain volume to another volume. Means there is an work done by that system and there is an adiabatic expansion due to which its temperature is falls down. At this reduced temperature, the gas becomes supersaturated with the vapor. Okay. Now see here, the at this reduced temperature means when the piston is suddenly withdrawn, the gas chamber goes to under the adiabatic expansion, means the volume of the gas is changes to V to dV and temperature is reduced. When the gas volume changes to the V to dV, then as there is a we place some vapors of that volatile liquid. What happen when the volume changes, that vapors of that volatile liquids are getting more and at this reduced temperature the gas becomes supersaturated with that vapor. What is actually supersaturated condition? Supersaturated condition means that there is some limit of for that saturation. See here, actually what is solution? Solution is made of the solute and solvent. For that saturation of that solution, there is a percentage of that solute and solvent is already considered. Okay, but when there is a solute is more greater than that considered value, then we can say that that solution is supersaturated. Means for the considered amount, from that considered amount, that solute is more. Here also, as we placed in that A, air, glass plus volatile liquid vapor, then that is a some percentage is already clear in that A, but when there is a piston is withdrawn, the volume changes and that mixture is going to be supersaturated due to of that vapor. Okay, and remains as such without any condensation of vapor. And as that mixture is supersaturated with that vapor, means that mixture cannot conduct or the cannot condensation another vapors. Okay, now see here, according to the thermodynamics, saturation vapor pressure over a curved surface is greater than that over the plane surface, and the supersaturation vapor pressure is given by this formula, where R is the radius of curvature, Sigma is the surface tension of that liquid, and M and P are the molecular weight and density of that liquid. Okay, sigma is the surface tension. Okay, let V naught be the volume and T naught be the temperature of gas vapor mixture in initial pressure P naught. For N naught number of the supersaturated, we can write from the ideal gas equation P0 V0 equal to N0 RT. Okay, now in the absence of condensation, pressure P is given by, from the above we can write PV is equal to N naught RT. When condensation takes place, then the above equation leads to PV is equal to nRT, where N is the number of moles of the vapor pressure remaining in the mixture after the condensation. Okay, means when the condensation takes place, then PV is equal to nRT, means the N is the number of moles which is remaining after the condensation. But in the absence of condensation, N not be the number of moles of that vapor pressure. Now, it can be proved for charged ions of radius r. The saturation vapor pressure for that ions of the charged, it can be given by this formula. Okay. Now, if the ionizing particle enters in the chamber, either immediately before or after the expansion, the ions left in its path would act as a condensation nuclei. Means when there is a piston is withdrawn, means when there is a expansion, then the ions left in its path would act like a condensation nuclei. Suitable illumination from the side. The track appears as white line on the dark background. This can be photographed by means of a camera so that record can be obtained. As we saw in our construction, that both the side is illuminated, suitable illumination is there as the glass to the both side, and the other side is a black belt, means from that the track appears, means the ion track of that ions as appear as white lines on the dark background. This can be photographed by means of a camera, the camera which is at the another side. If the magnetic field is applied, we can measure the momenta of that particle, their eventual identification. Sometimes it is helpful for determination of ionization density. In this way, we can detect the track of high energy charged particle along path of its travel in a medium. Means what? If for this cloud chamber we applied magnetic field, then we can easily found the momenta of that particles and their eventual identification. Sometimes it is helpful for the determination of ionization density. In this way, we can detect the track of high energy charged particle along the path of its travel in the medium. Okay, it's all about cloud chamber. Now, next one is a bubble chamber. As we saw in the cloud chamber, the small part of the track is visible, so that the probability of occurrence of interesting nuclear events within the chamber is quite low. Means what? The volume of that cloud chamber is nearly small. Due to of that, what happen, the small part of the track is visible. If the if the volume of that cloud chamber is much more, then the track of the track of that ions is also more visible. Means in the cloud chamber, small part of the track is visible, so that the probability of occurrence of nuclear events interesting nuclear events within the chamber is quite low. In order to overcome this, Donner Glaser developed the another technique. Okay, and in that technique, that is in that bubble chamber, which the track is formed in a liquid which has density about 1000 times higher than the gas and has accordingly higher stopping power. Construction. See here, the piston is connected to bellows in which superheated liquid is filled. In the pillows, the superheated liquid is here and the piston is connected to above. This below is connected to the chamber through which particles are passed. Means here is a superheated liquid and from this the particle of that liquid has passed. Now this assembly is kept in the enclosure which provides better thermal isolation. Means this total system is kept in the enclosure for the temperature control. Now the temperature of superheated liquid is maintained. Okay. In addition to this, coils are given for the application of magnetic field as shown in figure. Means for the system of this we added the coils. Okay. From this coils the application of magnetic field. Now what is working of this? Superheated liquid which is obtained by heating liquid above its boiling temperature without boiling by keeping it under high pressure. Means what? How that superheated liquid is formed? When that liquid is heated above its boiling temperature and after that we kept that boiled liquid within under the high pressure. Then we say that liquid is superheated. When the pressure is suddenly released, bubbles begins to form on the trap of ionizing track. Means when the pressure is suddenly released, okay, when the pressure is suddenly released from this piston, when the pressure is suddenly released, then that liquids forms and bubbles in this track. Okay, in this track that liquid forms and bubbles. Okay, in that ionizing track. The forces acting on uncharged bubbles are external pressure, surface tension which try to reduce the bubble size, and vapor pressure which try to expand the bubble. Means what? That when that bubble is formed, when that pressure is released, the bubbles are formed and that bubbles experiences three types of forces. In that first one is external pressure, second one is the surface tension, and third one is the vapor pressure which reduces the size, which vapor pressure which try to expand the bubble. The radius of that bubble is given by R suffix C is equal to 2 sigma divided by PV minus P. The growth of bubbles occurs for about 10 millisecond and center for the bubble formation lasts for the about same time. Means what? The growth of that bubble occur in 10 millisecond. Means in the 10 millisecond we see that the bubble is occur, but same within the 10 second we saw that the center of that bubble are lost. When the particle enter the chamber just before the pressure falls to the minimum, a powerful light is then switched on within it about a few milliseconds to photograph the track. Means for taking the photograph, what we are going to do? First, when that particles enter the chamber, just before that, we falls down the pressure to the minimum, and after that the powerful light is switched on, and by due to of that powerful light switched on and keeping that pressure is minimum, we are taking the photograph of that tracks. Various liquid have been used to bubble chamber such as ethyl ether, hydrogen, deuterium and helium have been used. The electromagnets are provided to determine the sign of the charge and momenta of the particle. Means by using that coil of magnets we can find the charge and momenta of that particles. The magnetic field is very high to find the charge and momenta of particle and is nearly equal to 2 Tesla. Thank you.